Okay, so good afternoon. It's good to be back on State of the Nation. Well, today is Tuesday, August 6th, 2024. My name is Magdalene. I'm going to be here along with my boss. Well, today is the agro segment, and it is going to begin 4th and in at 5 o'clock. Of course, we will be signing up. Every time we every Tuesday for from 2021 we've been having this agri segment, and it's not only intended to just come and lecture you to bring on express from across the world, for us to actually find solutions to problems. We cannot be importing over or approximately 80% of the food, our staple, at the age of 177. At a certain age, people expect you to know better. On a serious note, it may sound very harsh, but at certain age, and people say, "Oh, age is just number. It's just number." But on a serious note, age at certain age, you're supposed to know better, and that's why we are saying at age 177, we are still importing our staple. So, what can we do to ensure that we feed ourselves? Food insecurity is national insecurity. So, it's going to be back again. Well, we're going to have a wonderful time together up to 5 o'clock. We want to take this time to welcome in our new ambassador, Mark Tuna. A new ambassador, Mark Tuna, yes. So the Shashi Affairs, Madam Catherine Rodriguez, will remain playing her role until the ambassador presents his letters of credence to the president. So yes, he cannot perform any task until official duties and send in his letter of credence to the president before he can start his official duties. So, on behalf of State of the Nation, we want to welcome you in to this glorious land of liberty. We know that you were here before, 3 years as a volunteer, Peace Corps volunteer. So we will also connect Gabriel Williams there in the U.S., a former diplomat, former senior diplomat. He will join us via StreamYard to discuss other trending issues, including the arrival of a new ambassador who is there to present his letter of credence, or receive his letter of credence from his letter of credence to the president. Yes. Yes. So yes, here we are, and I want to say good afternoon. Welcome again to another fascinating time on State of the Nation. This morning, I was opportune to appear on Wologisi Prime Morning on Oh, it was it was a really wonderful time this morning. Yes, a really, really wonderful time this morning. And yes, on the Wologisi morning parade. Yeah, there in Vonchoma City, Lofa County. So I was there this morning and I appeared at 7:35 this morning as a guest via telephone. And I mean, I appear on the Wolodisi morning parade this morning to tell the people, those eligible voters of the President of Liberia, to vote me as Assistant Secretary General on the team Julius Kanumba, or Julius Kanumba's team. Yes, because we have our manifesto is that all of us, we have one, and is to ensure that we work along as a team to implement all of those policies. So a really wonderful time this morning. Is say you can, you know, wait for other people to praise you, but I know what I've made up, and I know what I have in me, and I know what I'm capable of doing. So it was really a wonderful time this month. To the folks there in Lofa County, I want to say, in Volume specifically, I want to say thanks to kindly for affording me the opportunity, and other radio stations, from this other interview to the other interview, telling the eligible voters of the President of Liberia why they should elect uh, all members on the team Julius Kanumba. Yes, all the president, the vice president, the secretary general, and Magdalene, who is also vying to become an assistant secretary general, a qualified, very qualified. And I said it, you're not going to be voting me because I'm a female. Oh yeah, I get found. Or that woman fine. I'm not gay, in fact. That woman fine, you know. She's pretty. Her makeup looks nice on her, and she's so pretty. She's a pretty woman. No, you are going to be electing me on a team, Julius Kanumba team, because I am qualified. I bring wealth of experience to the team. I am very innovative, a team player, results oriented, and I have a lot of skills. I don't like to talk about these things because it's almost like you bragging. And there are times where I've been invited to serve as a guest speaker, or sometimes moderator, panelist, and you name the rest. When I'm invited, and I just try to cut my CV down. I mean, just cut it down so it can be looking too much. But to tell you, I mean, college education is important, which of course I obtained my BA degree in communication. I respect that a lot. But all of these trainings, work experience, and volunteerism and everything, it adds up to your CV. So that's why I always encourage people to ensure that especially young people, go out there, make maximize your time. And people can say, "Oh, Magdalene, you're too busy and stuff. What which time you have for yourself?" Well, that one we'll talk about that one another time. One of my friends came from the USA last time, and one of our panelists, yes, he was here, and he said, "Magdalene," I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You got to live." He said, in the US, when they say you got to live, meaning you need to have some time off for yourself, and take up time, have fun. Do you really have fun? I was just laughing. So on a serious note, I do have fun. I respect my time. I take up time, to have fun, to move around and chill, but I don't, give it too much space, because I don't, yeah, like I'm too free. I like to be occupied because I have goals. I have short term and long term goals, and I want all of those, goals to be achieved. Yes, I know it's not easy to achieve those goals. For example, we had the program, the youth annual conference that was open to everybody. I saw my own man, and they were all there. They can't just stop telling me thank you. Even if that mobile money was sent to me now, they are rich. But on a serious note, I acknowledge that you tell me thank you, and it brings joy to my heart. And it was something. Even right now, I have received like 2 3 invitations to form part of a planning committee. My friend there in Margibi, they say that they are organizing something big, and I'm there. As soon as I left the show yesterday, the mail called me and said, "My man, I'm tired. I can't say anything right now. I am so tired. I got some headaches and I have to go home and and rest." So I'm actually resting, and maybe I have to take some time out and go somewhere and just relax a little bit. But you see, early this morning by 7:35, I had to be you know on the Wologisi morning parade. But well, not to sit here and be saying and make myself look so important, but I feel this is something that when you are passionate about, always do things that you are passionate about, because you want to put your all and all into it. Do not allow people to drag you into what you don't want to do. Yes, and that's for example, people are okay, young children need to make their career choices. Yeah, you need to start the career counseling, what the person wants to do, and ask them and see what they are doing, what they are playing with, and be able to help them. Parents are the first teachers, so you have to do that so you can know what actually this child will become first, what the I mean go first, what the child will become when he or she grows up. So well, this is how I want to welcome you back on State of the Nation. It always promises to be great on State of the Nation. So when you are just coming in country, we'd like to say you are wholeheartedly welcome. This place is so warm, it's so peaceful. I've received some calls from some of my friends out of the country, and they're following this one. I say we are fine, we are good. Yes, we are good, and things will be put into place. And there are times you will not feel good about certain decisions, but they are going to be in the best interest of the society. You will not know it now. There are some times you make decisions um you don't know how important it is, and you later on get to know, but why did I do this, why did I make this decision? I was telling a friend that I was working somewhere, and I couldn't see myself growing, even though there was a high I mean, what how should I put it, there was a high possibility, yes, very good, high possibility of me, getting a bigger position within, that company. But I mean, what I saw, I was seeing growing, and I felt, oh no, I don't think I have to be in this place, even though it's a prestigious area. When you work there, you are highly respected and stuff like that. But I had to quit. Yes, I had to quit. And after a few weeks, like after quitting, I said to myself, what did I do? What did I do? That kind of you see, say you were doing, you were feeling for yourself. You were feeling for yourself, but at the end of the day, it was actually in my best interest. I was talking to somebody, one of my very good friend, who I was trying to encourage, and I said that what happened to me. But later on, I got to know that it was the best very best decision I made, and I want to, yes, it's very best decision I made. So, well, there are times you make decisions, you not know how important they are, but it all be in your interest. You will get to know um what you did is actually the very best one. Yeah, so yeah, we are this afternoon again on State of the Nation. We're going to have a wonderful time together. Maybe I'll give you like 5 minutes to give call and give your feedback. My friend and brother, a minister of the gospel who works with Royal Hotel, he's always following me, and whenever I announce a conference, he's there. Yeah, he's always following. I announce a conference, he's there. He was there on Saturday. and it inspires me a lot. So never get tired learning. And I want to say again, hats off to all of our speakers who took up their time. But let's make some money. When we come back, we talk more.
Hey, Tanu, what happened to you? So,
Julie, I worry. I need to pay McDonald's school fee tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday. I finished. I get 1 cent.
but there are no problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
Lord, I tell you, I'm not level. I'm not joking. If you can't help me, just leave me alone.
Yeah, I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about the EcoBank money emergency number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then they'll open way 9 o'clock. They can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tanu. All you have to do is to dial *326# and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back with 30 days, and the interest are only 3%. The money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Dala, man. You mean I'll get it the same day?
Oh yes, instantly. I mean, in a minute. But to you, EcoBank, baby.
I think so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial *326# to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan African Bank.
My name is Philip Kumako. I'm in charge of mobile applications for EcoBank. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the EcoBank Express account. Do you know you can open a bank account without having to go visit a bank branch? Do you also know that you can open a bank account without having to fill all the paperwork that is normally associated with opening a bank account? Yes, this is true. This is what the EcoBank Express account offers you. The EcoBank Express account is a digital account that is opened using just your mobile number. This account allows you access to a wide range of banking services that is available today. To open an EcoBank Express account, you have two options. The first option allows you to use a smartphone and the internet to open your Express account. To use this option, you need to visit the Google Play Store or the App Store to look for the EcoBank mobile app and install on your smart device. Once launched, click on the Get Started button. You'll be presented with options to use the app. Since you intend to open an Express account and you are not an existing EcoBank customer, click on No, I'm new to EcoBank. You will then be prompted to select the country in which you want to open the EcoBank Express account. For this test, we will select Ghana and then enter our mobile number. You'll be presented with the option to review the terms and conditions attached to the use of the EcoBank mobile app, as well as our data privacy policy. If you are okay with these, you click on the Continue button. We will now prompt you to select how you would want to bank with EcoBank. In this case, you will select Express account. We will automatically send a code to the mobile number you provided to verify your identity. As you can see, the code was just automatically read into the app. And once this was verified successfully, you'll be asked to provide your personal details. I will provide my first name, my middle name, my initials, my surname. I will select my date of birth and then provide my email address. I will select my gender. I will then click on the Continue button. I'll be asked to select an ID type to use. In this instance, we will use our mobile number. I will enter my address and then I can choose to review the terms and conditions associated with the use of the EcoBank Express account. I can then go ahead to create an EcoBank Express account. On the success of the creation of the Express account, customer can then select a 6-digit PIN of their choice for you to use.
Orange money, my people. So I'm going to take up a time to do this customer feedback. We want to know how you see our Orange money services. We want you to call and give us feedback. And guess what? In 24 hours, you get 350 megabytes data. That data now, you get data. We'll send you data after 24 hours. So you will call. We'll find a time. I'm sorry. Tomorrow. Yes. Have a time you will call. We'll give you time to call and give us feedback. Yes. And we'll take your number and then we'll give you data. 350. Instead of you spending 400, you're gonna get it free just to call and use less than 1 minute to tell us about Orange money services. Yeah, so we want to get feedback from our valuable customers. You are very important, and that's why we always prioritize your needs, your wants, your needs, and everything. So it's good to be back, and yes, we want to make some money. So, well, as you are aware, I'm the brand ambassador of TATE Construction Company, and this is a grassroots company that is very, very, very impactful. Yes, our services are 100% reliable, affordable, and guaranteed. Look, when they asked me to serve as brand ambassador for them, I told them, I said, I don't like to be anything that, people will have problem with, they hoba. No. I don't like that kind of noise. So I want you, when you are doing your work, you have to be credible. You have to be reliable. You have to be these services have to be affordable and guaranteed. And that's why our digester septic tank that we are really involved with is less expensive. It doesn't occupy much space. It doesn't occupy much space as compared to the traditional septic tank, or you can call it goro goro. Yes, it's fast to construct. It takes 1 to 2 days, and you get your stuff already prepared. It's environmentally friendly, no smell as compared to the golo golo, the traditional septic tank that goes 6 feet into the ground. It's durable. It lasts 25 to 30 years. What are you waiting for, my people? It is effective in swamp or water large areas. In swamp, swamp, when you construct a biodigester septic tank in swamp, it is very, very good. So we also do POP ceilings, we do POP TV stands, we do POP wall cover, POP bar, window design, pillow design, and others. So what are you waiting for, my people? We also do electrical wiring. We do plumbing, we do AC and refrigeration. So these are all services that we provide, and we are asking you, yes, and we are asking you to please support us, make use of our services. I'm fully involved, and I always have meetings with them, with the CEO. I tell him, Magdalene, I care money, I care. I have integrity, and people respect me a lot. I say people respect me, and that's why people call me this place. They want me this other area. When I have program, I call them, they come. And apart from that, I respect my name. I respect my name. I like money, but I respect my name. Yes. So I do not want to be anything that is not, it's not reliable. It's not guaranteed. It lacks integrity. Yes. So, and they'll tell me we are trying our very, very best. And you can also go on our Facebook page, TATE Construction Company of Africa Incorporated, and then you will see all of our little work that we have been doing. We've constructed over 250 biodigester septic tanks across over five counties here in Liberia. So it's good working with them. They are very cooperative, and I don't regret being brand ambassador of this construction company. So I want to say happy birthday to our first lady. Yes, happy birthday to our first lady, Madam Katumu Bwakai. Your birthday is today, and we want to send this out to you. Okay, Madam, the last time it was in 2021 when I lost my mother. She came. She said, "Yeah, here is my shoulder for you to cry on, and I'm here for you." Oma, I hope you stay there. Oh. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, they were also supportive during that time. So Mama, I want to say, happy birthday to you, the mother of the land. I wish you long life, good health, and I pray that you continue to stand with our president to ensure that we have a country, a peaceful nation, a nation that we can once more boast of and say, yes, this is Liberia, and we are on the right path, and we are moving forward, backward never. All right, so this one is for you. And yes, Councillor Tiawo Gonglo, how you doing, Chief? The last time we had a presidential debate at the Single Palace Hotel that was sponsored by State of the Nation, my boss and I can brag about that. When we told you we had some challenges, you came up, you say yes, but I mean, you were so surprised that we were undertaking such a project. It is because we are patriotic Liberians, and we yes, sometimes we go broke. We need money. Now sometimes we need money, but we feel like yes, we have to give back to our nation. We get want to get all 10 15 million in millions in our account before we say, well, let's give back to the nation. But we do our little best in our little corner and be able to contribute. So the first presidential debate in the Republic of Liberia 2023 was organized by State of the Nation, my boss and I. So, and he was there. He helped raise some money so we can complete some payment, because it was so straining on us. And we want to say happy birthday, happy birthday to you. You are one of our best, and I'm so proud to know you. And this platform is proud to know you. And we Liberians, I don't know how many Liberians out there so proud of you, but I think they should be. So, and all those of you who celebrating your birthday on today, don't say, "Oh, you see all the beauty people in it, they recognizing the first lady, Councillor Tiawo Gonglo, Hera Costa. Hera Costa, I heard you this morning. Happy birthday to you, Chief, if you are in country." So the rest of you that are celebrating your birthday on today, I want to say happy birthday, and a happy belated birthday to Chief Momo Sarah, Senator of Lover County. So take this one from me to you. What You look so good, you look so bright, everyone is talking about you. Birthdays come once in a year, and I know you want to celebrate. Ooh, yeah, I wish you a happy birthday. Ooh, yeah, very many happy returns. Ooh, yeah, I wish you a happy birthday. Very many happy returns. Think I think I'm good, big love, good morning every day. Chatting up, feel happy, live what we do, we have to survive. Ooh, yeah, I wish you a happy birthday. Ooh, yeah, very, very many happy returns. Ooh, yeah, I wish you a happy birthday. Ooh, yeah, very, very many happy returns. Yeah, yeah, you're probably in the country. Somebody said, Hafa says you were not around when this song was played or sung. Where you got it from? That Rachel Lucinio. he said, the people who celebrated their birthday today, I think they will appreciate the song. Okay, so if you look there, you'll see the photo of the first lady of Liberia, Madam Katumu Bweka, right there. So, yes, very soon taking, um, we'll be taking, our online guest, Mr. Gabriel Williams, at 3:30. So, yes, here we are. Please, yes, I want to give you the time to tell us what's happening near you, that you want to use this medium to express yourself. Be assertive. I mean, be civil. We can hesitate to let you go if you try to go contrary to the standards of this platform. Yeah, so will not tolerate um profanities on this platform. So we want to give you the time. But before I can announce it, the numbers for you to call, I benefited from a 2-day training at the Internews USAID media activity organized by Internews USAID media activity at the Internews office there in Cinco, yeah, Cinco. And this training is all about climate change and environmental reporting for journalists. They're creating more awareness for journalists to form part and 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 be more involved with environmental issues. It was intended to deepen our understanding. Yes, these trainings are very, very important, and when they come out, when you have the time, you always make use of them. Um, it was a 2-day. The first day we were in I mean in a house, in a room, in a hall, the training hall, and the second day we had to go out. I mean, we went on a field trip, went out, the two separate groups, and we went, my group went at the Wayne Town landfill. That's where I got to know that Liberia are 77. People don't deserve to live the way they are living. Yes, they don't deserve. I got so emotional. I felt so terrible that day, and I said, "Wow, elections will come, and then people, candidates will go to these people and say, 'Vote me again.' Yes, vote me again. They don't deserve it. I'm not trying to instigate violence, or try to do something to make these people feel like they are not Liberians, right? But on a serious note, when my first time, I have sat here on this platform numerous occasions, received telephone calls from people, residents of Wayne Town, how they have been treated, how things are going over there, and they feel so dissatisfied. It is life threatening. I have received calls here. And we have carried in our news. We have played teasers. We play audio. We've done. But I was opportune to go over there, and I want to say thanks to Internews media activity for a 40-minute opportunity. Look, when I went over there this gone Wednesday, the 31st of July, what I saw, no Liberian, not a single person deserves to live like that. You live with garbage. And in the evening hours, the mosquitoes come out like flies, big, fat. You have ants, mosquitoes, and people are getting sick. People are getting sick. We used the inter news card, and the team was led by Madam Tobo Solonte Brown. When we went over there, oh Lord, the car was packed. We could have used it to go other areas. We went, and the guy who from Daily Observer, we used bags. We went around. We spoke to people. Everybody was spread out, doing, asking different questions. And I went to the clinic. I said, okay, we want to know. People are complaining. We've talked with a lot of people over there. We've talked with a lot of citizens within this area. But I want to know, this is one of the health centers. Tell us, what are some of the cases you receive here and you received here? And the administrator said 50% of people that come here got malaria. 50% of our patients. Yeah. And she told me that a lady gave birth to twins, and one of them passed away because she delivered prematurely at around 7 months because of malaria. The people in Went Town, they don't deserve it. And when we went there to help elevate the voices of the people within that area, to enter into the place there, the landfill, and see how things are going, to do some inspection. We are a team of journalists, man, working. We're trying to help. The people say, no, we can't do anything. We'll go and get permit. Well, we are law-abiding citizens. Not because we are journalists. So when we go there, you say no, we go, we do story on you. We go, we say this about you. But how many people out there know that you're supposed to give you're supposed to receive permit? And we even asking them for the pressing number who they are sending us to. And guess what? They're not even let me find it. They did not even tell us. They only show the area. You are a public official. Your number is in the public. So long you say you're in the public, forget it. We don't encourage people to invade your privacy. That would be against you, right? But your number is not something that should be in hidden. Yes, it's not something that should be in hidden. It told us, say, yeah, how you call it, go, you go, so place. You go to UN Drive, you will see, and they told us to go and find the PCC project coordinator on the UN Drive. To even tell us, okay, here is his number. They're hiding. Sometimes when you do these things, when people come and sit and talk about it or write about it, they say, oh, they're trying to take food from my mouth. But that thing is life-threatening. It's a mountain low of garbage over there. It is something that is people say, oh yeah, they're not just now. Yeah, we understand it. We cannot blame this administration, not the past administration. And some people said doing early time, right? But I also heard that it was, that place was designated doing those time. Well, everybody have, what to say. But the thing is that we need to find solutions to problems instead of blaming the other person, or blaming the other group of people, this administration. Thank God, I read an article this one time where I hosted someone from the EPA. That article says the caption or the news, the lead said in our environments or our environment are threatened. And it came from the former vice president. I mean, at the time he was vice president. Now, President Bwaka is in a driver's seat. Yes, he's in a driver's seat, and we expect him to take the bull by its horn. Yes, and for sure, um, sanitation remains one of the top priorities of this government. And we cannot see our brothers and sisters dying. Look, they may not be falling as leaves on the ground, but it is piling up in them. The other guy that we spoke with said he said all of cool. He said, "Business, I can follow you on 3FM." Most of them I met over there. They said, yeah, most of them got cold. It is affecting the respiratory system and their lungs will be affected. Oh, that's something that in a not too distant future, people might start to get, could be diagnosed of terrible diseases. Yes, terrible. And even some children were born over there. And you know what happened? The back of that whole landfill, because I kept asking, yeah, after that trip, one of the guys, that we were out with, he sent in something in the chat room about an investigator, a female investigator who was very, very persistent. Look, when I want to get information, you go up, kinda, I will get it. Yeah. So I kept asking, I left asking on the, I said, but don't you have, what happened this one time in June? I mean, the area were actually flooded. And he said, oh, business, behind there, he said the water came down and broke the fence. Let me carry there, go see. He carried us there, my mouth full. And for that time, the people said they were going to build, even if the transition is going on, we are in August now. They said they're going to put the wall back up. If you see pimples, look, that guy, I told him, explain what happened in June, from June. I mean, the people promised to put the wall back, and they say, oh, the other project taking over. Well, we are in August. August, from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. We are in August. We were there the 31st of July. The guy said the water entered all in the people areas, in the houses. The other man said, I was sleeping when I woke up. Who deserves to live like that? Huh? Who deserves to live like that? Look, PCC, MCC, EPA, disaster management. Who else again? All of those, our lawmakers who are on the committee at the EPA, we are calling on you to do something. And a bigger portion rests on the head, the bigger portion rests on the shoulders of the president. Because sanitation remains one of the top priorities to ensure that people livelihood are restored. Those people not happy. Those people not happy. You sitting over there, you inhaling bad air, bad pollution. They're not happy. And when the placement, say, but we're already used to it. Imagine who deserves to live like that. Deserves to live like that. You have to do something. You got to do something. Me, I don't do my advocacy and just take 2-3 days. I get tired. When I start on something, it pass 3 weeks. I will do it. The last time, MCC, we had the same issue. 5 giant steps away from the former vice president house. I mean, Madam Joa Howard Taylor. To at the how you call the place, the COVID testing, or where people come from far and wide, um, to go and do. They get a garbage there that you can stay on the garbage and enter in the COVID-19 testing hall. What? Imagine that. I was over there, I was on their back for 3 days and say, yo, go and move that different way because we're tired and they get talking. They went and moved it after 3 to 1 month, 4 weeks, 3 weeks to 4 weeks. They removed that garbage, that not small garbage over there on the beach. And when I use to describe it, I will describe the whole, I will say 5 giant steps away from the current vice president to tell you that there's need for attention. And I was also told by one of those passers-by or community dwellers that they have how you call it, one of those person in the top position at the MCC lives next door. He can pass there and go to his house. Just imagine, oh, yeah. And then seeing all the kind of stuff over there, they couldn't do something about it. I was on the back. As soon as I rest 1 week, I pick it up again. Well, we are not doing it because we want to put you in problem. We are doing it because we want you to be provoked to ensure that you do what is appropriate. And that's our role. That's our role. And so now I tell you, I say, I'm not happy in the nation here. I'm not happy. It is because what I want to see, I'm not seeing it. Opportunities I want to see for young people, sometimes those opportunities are not given to people who should those opportunities be given to. They are it's just in a cycle. The last time the president had a meeting with the young people, it was in court. We on a youth conversation the last time I hosted a post, we said it was selective. And hats off to Councillor Ko Bangalu, Minister of Youth and Sports. You please send me the chief number here. I don't know. I had it in my phone. Somebody please send my nephew number to me. Yeah. Please send my nephew number. Somebody please send me the minister number. The minister's number, yeah. Please send it to me, please. So we said it was selective. Because a big ministerial complex, we don't expect everybody to fill that area. It said youth leaders. How decentralized did you carry on this process? Or it was just people from Linsu and Fly and other youth organizations in town? No, it should not be. And that's why, thank God, the president said he's going to do this regularly to listen to the young people. And we expect people to come from north, south, east, and west of Liberia. Leaders, they are young people who are actually making headways in their areas. Bring them to town, let them meet the president. Bring them to town and lodge them in local guest house, in local hotels. You're talking about providing more dignified jobs for young people. That would be more dignifying too. You know what it means for someone who brushes every time, farm lots of land, but he's influential. That young woman that is so influential in her area. Oh yes, I got a meeting with the president. You come to town, lodge them in a guest house. The boss picks them up, take them to, the ministerial complex or wherever they're going to be having the meeting. It's more dignified. Let's try to decentralize opportunities. Let's try to decentralize opportunities. It should not only be about Monrovia, Montserrat, or Monrovia, even though, yes, this place is very populated, but you also have people. You know why? The last time I was on Radio Banga, no, Radio Banga, no, it was on Premier FM. Yes, in Banga. I was on Radio Banga and Premier FM in Banga last week. I think it was on Friday morning. And a guy called on the Premier and he said he got a message for the second lady And I want to say hats off to you, the executive director of the group of 77. I'm following you and you are doing well. I want to salute you. But please, Monterrado is not Liberia. We have other people across the country disabled. They are there. They need to be enabled. They need to be enabled. That guy called, and because I said I advocate for people with disability, and this is something that I'm passionate about. I've been doing it for forever. Look, I from 7th grade to 12th grade was in a class with one or two or even more disabled friends. Even up to now, Jared Kanga will call on the show and sometimes go, Fina. That Fina is here, then calling today. And I used to beat it out. That F, they used to call me full sack. And I was with him. We helped him. We used to be at Jerry Kanga's house. Jerry Kanga house. In ERW over there. When we leave our parents' house, we go there. Very smart guy. He was disabled. We were with him. We used to have fun. The parents knew, or when we go, we enter his room, we make him laugh, we have fun. He helped us with stuff like that. We come back. So not to say, oh, that yesterday, oh, Saturday, because when I see how people struggle. I was in Zion. When I entered Zion in 2009, and I saw how disabled people struggle to obtain education. When I went to AMEU, it was a little bit accessible. Yes, it was accessible. Or they had a place over there where they got a place over there where those who are visually impaired, they go right over there and learn. There is this guy who works with the Peace Building, Lorette. Lorette works with the Peace Building. I think Mr. Zabe supposed to know him, Mr. Zabe from ECOWAS Radio. That guy and I, visually impaired, we sat in class together. Very smart. Yes. But Monserrate is not Liberia. Monserrate is not Liberia. So we need to try and decentralize some of bulk of our activities so people who are in the rural areas can benefit. We know it takes time. So let me go back to the disabled. To the commissioner. Cindy, Chief, how you doing? I hope you are there and you are advocating for your people. You are ensuring that opportunities are given to people, to those in a disabled community. I know you are a person who has a heart of gold, and you've always advocated for space for those who are disabled. Thank God you are in a driver's seat. You are given the opportunity now to serve and lead. Please do it with passion. Do it with passion. I have not received anything about you. On a serious note, if I receive, I won't be afraid to reach out to you. I used to do it with Paybe. Yes, I did it with Paybe. On the one time she had interview, she said, True FM will always reach out to me. Me and other, reporters here. I call her and say, Baby, I heard, there's going to be a project and stuff like that, and this one, and she said no, and at the end of the day, what I heard the guys promised to do, they did it, they blocked the way. I said, but I called Baby and told her, this is what my friends are planning. Oh. They call me off and say, Magdalene, y'all will tell you get tired. This is what we'll do. And y'all know what they did just before elections. Y'all know what they did. They blocked the way. And people say it was politicized. These people need to be catered to. We don't have to be waiting. The government just came to power. The government just came to power. No. I'm not surprised if President Bouaka is taking measures and putting things into place, and ensuring that things are put into place. I am not surprised. I'm not surprised when construction of roads, is going on. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised when I see, Police got vehicles, and that's why you promise. I am not surprised when we start to feed ourselves. I am not surprised. I can tell people I'm not surprised. It is because you promise to do it. You say you are going to do it. Numerous occasions we interview people from the Unity Party, from the Alliance. They say we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do that. We got you on record. So why would I be surprised of things that I heard that will happen? Only people who are living outside, maybe outside Liberia, or who have not been following. I have been following. I have been following. So I know what you say you will do. So when you do these things, development will do, we dedicate a commission, they run about. I am not surprised. I was expecting for that roundabout to be finished and other maybe 25 roundabouts to designated area be commissioned as well. I don't want to know how much it will take to do it, but I know that there should be money set aside to carry on these developments. I know it will happen because you promised to do it, Mr. President. You promised to do it. You and I come from the same county. Yes. You and I come from the same county. My father works with you. He works with you. He sees you almost every time. Yeah. And when my mother passed away, before my mother could even pass away, I think like, but you visited my church, and we had lunch, or yeah, let's say lunch, yeah, lunch together. And it's even 5 minutes of having interaction with you. You are full of wisdom. And that's why I always say, oh my God, I got explicit confidence in this man. That 40 years in a government space, in public space, you are now in a driver's seat, and we expect you to make all the very good decisions on behalf of Liberians. Because approximately 5.2 million, according to our last controversial census, that some of us were not counted. Some of us were not counted. Some of us were not counted. Says 5.2 million. So we are looking up to you, whether from the opposition, whether from we other side, or whatever. We know that you are for everyone. Yes. So I'm not surprised. But I'm also not happy. I think I say I'll be going about be frowning and and make myself ugly. No, I'm a very happy person. No matter what I go through, I remain calm. I remain, happy and spread my joy. I'm a reservoir of joy. Of a person who has joy. I'm a reservoir. Yes. I give other people joy. So sometimes when people see me sad, they want to know what's happening with Magdalene, what's happening with her and stuff like that. So I don't, spread that kind of sadness to people and make them be thinking, hey man, what happened to her? No. No. I always want to be that person who people come and I share my laughter with. So I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied because we are 177 and we need to do more. And we stop throwing blame on the past administration, on the past administration, the past administration. Yes, we need to stop that. We need to ensure that we put, and let me tell you, all those who are disenchanted, disenchanted Liberians. I'm not being specific here. Liberia is all we have. Liberia is all we have. Channel your grievances through the legal process. Look, the Constitution says you have the right to assemble, but don't do otherwise. The country is still struggling. When you go in town, you drive around town, you get to know that we are not nowhere. And we don't deserve it. People are already saying that some of them don't even have dry rice to eat right now as I'm speaking. They are worried about it. They came to me in the office. My 2 children are thinking about how they will get back in school. My rent. Me, yeah, radio talk show, journalists, they are not in Liberia. People be asking me my rent, pay my rent. The text messages I can receive on the phone. My school fees, my phone spoil, my people, my people. I swear. So people are going through a lot. Let them eat their dry rice and be in peace instead of receiving threatening statements. I saw war. I was a child. I saw war. I saw dead bodies on the street. I saw people, properties being destroyed. I lied down on the chest of my father as a baby and her gunfire at the Phoebe hospital. Doctors were killed. People who could have benefited or contributed to our country, Liberia, now they were killed. So that you think you're on your violent, your protest and strike action and stuff like that. You'll be mindful in the nation here. You'll be careful. Nobody going back to that this. So let me tell you now. I've said a lot. I'm seeing Mr. Gabriel Williams on. My puppy. Yeah, I'm seeing you, Chief. Yes, Mr. Gabriel Williams. So I will give you some time to talk. We will have the interview with him for 30 minutes and we'll do the agri segment for 30 minutes. And what we're going to do is that we're going to look at the oration by Dr. Pele, our orator, our 177th independence orator, the part that captured agriculture. Yes. Miss Chief Marty, yes, how you doing? Oh yeah, my baby. Yeah. All right. So let me take course.
Hello.
Yeah, Chief, how you doing?
Hi, is it Magdalene, Saah,
Oh,
Chinatama?
how you calling my name? You just separate it. How far I will block you? Hi.
Oh, I'm
What's up?
fine. So, you were talking about the garbage I went down.
Mm,
Let's talk so we talk so. We Liberians have a problem. Government will put regulation into place and we refuse to go by it. Let's look at the Jigsaw factory bill. It was established as an industrial lot, but the people refused to live by that and they started building houses all around there. When government gets up and start breaking the houses, they start to cry. That place one time was established by government as a dumping site. Right in this country, the government will see expired goods and throw it away. The people will follow it and go take it and can't send it back to the market and cook it. So we should learn to live by government order. When government say this place for dumping site, we should not go there forcefully and be buying land and being horses there.
but who do you hold responsible?
I'm coming to that. I'm coming to
Mm,
that. Yeah, I'm coming now. So we should not do that. We should look at our own health first. Next is the government must put our foot down. Look at Cloud Town, look at Global factory behind that land stretching. People are building, but yet they just sit down to the office and say, don't be in the swamp, don't be in the swamp, the macro swamp. Why you sitting in the poor building? You can't go and put stuff to it.
okay, so let me give you my experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one time we were in a field. We did a field trip. We went to some swamps,
Mm.
and you will not imagine those swamps. People are constructing in the swamps.
Yes.
Yes, people are constructing there, and right around the Jote behind there, there's a swamp over there. If I'm not mistaken, we were there, and it's so sad to know that the people are constructing there. It was sold out by a government official.
You see that?
So they're clearing the swamp. Now when the water comes, it will fill that area and it will start to overflow and we receive flooding.
When we
And,
see flooding and Liberia will be affected. But
okay.
yet the arm of government are responsible. They are seated and they just talking and doing nothing. sitting in the office. What's that? Move on the fee, post up to this thing. People can be paying in swamp. You know they are not capacitated to build in swamp and develop the area. They will be there and will flood it will affect them. So you should go in the fee and post up to things that need to be posted up to. Don't say that. Don't look at the people. Thank you very much.
All right. So yeah. So thanks for placing in your call. You can place in your call to 0777 25 38 19, 0777 25 38 19, or 0777 28 59 61, 0777 28 59 61. Yes, 0777 28 59 61. Some of you were calling, but now you have the time to place in your call and let's what you want to say. You want to form part of the conversation. So yes, let me take this caller. Hello. That who calling my name roll what's up, Chief? Or you buy from where? Okay. Okay, all right. I understand. Okay. Yes, sir. Go on. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. What should be done now? Yes, we have a lot of calls coming in. Emmanuel, I don't know how you just drop out, but let me take another call. Hello. Yes, I'm good. Emma, how much I hold the line? Emma, how much hold the line? Yeah, what's your name, Chief? Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Go on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So buy it from the Chinese? You buy the crushed rocks from the Chinese? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, so thanks for placing your call, and that's very, very important issue that you just raised. Emma Hammer, good afternoon, sir. It's good to have you on.
Let me appreciate my years. And then I'm going to next one and this afternoon, whatever work well. But I think I appreciate this afternoon when it comes to marriage. Yeah, not to be, but the past week, yeah, and the child got the beast of telephone. It will cry the government to talk to people. And today, the honorable the representative of the council order to see how you clean the city today.
Today.
On the street, it's wrong. You can't let them hold it. First, God out today, but I was going to put it and I pray that if you say that you say that police be involved, I want you to see a jack or catch you, and what jail or you get involved. I'll never refuse a jack for the street of today. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you the talk.
Okay, so thanks for placing your call as well. And with sorry, my people. We'll take yes, we can take at least a few more calls. We'll call it a day. We already have Chief. Hello. I'm fine. Well, just how you send it right there, your monitor is giving me terrible feedback. Yes, sir.
So my concern has to do with site. Government can put in place to curtail the mosquito insect that is infecting the community because the scholars made mention of the site needed before other people could pass. But now that we have people living all around here, one mechanism has been putting in place.
They don't spray the area. They don't spray the area. They don't give the people mosquito nets. They don't. Yeah. They don't do it. No, I'm not talking about the spray that you use inside. They have a spray that they can use, I know, outside. Yeah, they have a way to do it. Yeah, but they said they have not sprayed the environment and it actually, affecting them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not spraying the place. They are supposed to spray the number
Thank you.
so as to get rid of the mosquito. So it is very serious health hazard because of the smoke. People who got eye problems and condition for other people who may not have that problem.
Okay.
So that is my concern this afternoon.
Thanks so kindly, Chief. It might not. So they should say before credit can finish too. Tell them what seconds, my man. Tell them what seconds. For you from very inner office or Hayaka.
You are doing a very brilliant job, especially for the quality. When we see this in Google, to see you know, the official sorry, I think it's going to the family of the corporation to see how they see this in Google to be so level down to the people. That people that level of change. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for your show. We will continue following.
Okay, all right. Accept my regards to my lawmaker, Honorable Samuel Enders. Okay, yes, we take another call. Hello. Yes, Chief, how you doing?
I'm fine. I'm calling on this school.
Okay. What's happening there this afternoon?
This is fun afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah. What on my mind is our second brother. You know, after the war, people used to say there is time for reconstruction. And so a whole lot of people reconstructing our era. And after the era was equal to equal this era in the country of very equal. It was very cheap.
That whole finger. That whole finger. Okay. All right. You said who? You said who? Is he a Liberian? Is he a Liberian? Okay. I know. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for placing in your call. All right. Yes. We gotta go. We have to go. Thanks to every one of you who placed in your call. Oh my people. Yeah. Thank you so kindly. Those of you who couldn't make it. Yes. We understand. And please understand that we will do it. We will do this most often. And yes. So without taking calls now, we go strictly to North Carolina. Is that the place, right? Chief, how you doing?
Good morning, Magdalene. How you doing from your end?
Yes, well, it's 4 p.m. and it's good to have you on State of the Nation again, one of our regular panelists, and we are glad that you are here.
Well, we gave God the glory. It's around 9 o'clock here. The sun is just coming up, but it seems like it's going to be a beautiful day. So thank God, for life and for His
Okay.
blessings to cover us always.
Yes, same here. So quickly, we have 25 minutes to go into this conversation, and we always appreciate your expertise, your opinion on it, not just an ordinary one, but as a very well informed diplomat, former government official, and former senior diplomat there in the U.S. Representing Liberia, and we are glad to always have you. So, yeah, we are. Let's get the ball rolling. Now we have a new ambassador. Yes, we have a new ambassador, and I don't know whether you want to extend greetings to him. And let's hear from you.
Well, yes, I would say welcome to Liberia, Mr. Ambassador. And we hope that, while you're in Liberia, your tenure will further enrich the already very cordial relationship subsisting between Liberia and the United States. And what that means is that that the relationship between both countries will continue to grow from strength to strength for the betterment of the people of both countries.
Okay, so let me leave it open. Tell me what's trending here that you no, let me try to have some control on it. What do you expect of the ambassador? What are some of your expectations as a former senior diplomat?
Well, I just indicated that, but maybe I can elaborate on it. The reason you have, an ambassador, the ambassador actually is the diplomat who the president of another country designated as the representative of of that country. So you come as a high post. This is why when the ambassador comes in, he or she has to present what they call the letters of credence. Now, the letter of credence is a formal diplomatic letter, that designates, a diplomat or as an ambassador rather to another country.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to present it to the other government, the other president, or in this case, President Boakai. He has to do that. Before that is done, he cannot, or he's not expected, to exercise official functions. This is
Okay.
why, until an ambassador comes in, you have, for example, a chargé d'affaires, CDA, you call it. Yeah.
All right. So issues. Let's talk. We'll go strictly to issues surrounding the suspension of the CBL governor, and what effect could it have on the overall fight against corruption, depending on how the Supreme Court rules. So I was reading something on the chair on joint committee on joint. Yes, Clarence guy. He said something. I'm trying to get lay my hands on it, and he said that the president should wait after the hearing before coming up to carry on suspension. Just to paraphrase what the article was actually saying. Yeah, so I'm trying to lay my hands on it, and then I think joint public account. Yes. He's a chair on a joint public account. I stand to be corrected, and this is what he was saying. I read an article. So, what's your own view concerning what went on with the entire CBL saga?
The CBL saga is is a reflection of the global, or yes, I mean on a global scale, the entire country, the crisis, the corruption crisis that has engulfed rather the entire country, and has brought almost, our country to a near standstill. All of these, under developments you see regarding Liberia is because the money, millions and billions, have been siphoned away by people who were entrusted, to govern the country. And the recent developments, within the CBL, with respect to, how, certain things were done that led to the governor's suspension. These are very concerning because you talk about millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Of course, there are specific, developments under which this particular suspension covers. Having said that, I think it's important for the government to follow the rule of law. I tell you that since Saturday, I have received a few calls from Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Why, people appreciate, and they applaud the Liberian government, to carry out this thing here and do it real zealously, aggressively, which is, to put down this major problem that continues to be a hindrance to our country. We got to do it in keeping with the rule of law. And you look at whether or not, the suspension, of course, the court is going to rule, but I just bring it forward to you some of the concerns. Whether or not the president follow the rule, in suspending the governor. If you suspend the governor, do you bring somebody from the outside to come and head the entity? I'm speaking outside of, what may be the court ruling now. But do you bring an outsider, or do you bring one of the top administrators from within the institution who will carry on? My presidents that I know that I'm familiar with, and I thought we're established president here in the United States, I don't see how to always bring people from the outside, for example, in a situation like this. Now, I'll give you an example of the Justice Ministry, the Justice Department. When President what is it, President Trump, when he fired Jeff Sessions as Justice, as Attorney General. They didn't bring somebody from the outside. They had,
Mm-hmm.
one of the deputies to run the affairs of the department, pending the appointment and nomination of Barr, who was the Attorney General until, I'm just because we're talking about good practices here. How do you bring somebody from the outside, a complete stranger, outside of the rules? So these are some of the concerns our partners are talking about. Of course, the Supreme Court ruling is going to be pivotal.
Mm-hmm.
However it
Mm-hmm.
goes, we just hope that it will not dampen the fight against corruption. But while we're doing it, we don't want it to be done in a manner that is not in keeping with the rule of law. You may recall that even the 10-year situation, which has blown up into all of the situation when the president took some actions regarding tenured officers,
Mm-hmm.
officials in different agencies. I came here on your program several times, and I said that I found it troubling. And the general argument was that Weah did it. Of course, I've always said that Mr. Weah doesn't know better. Seriously, this man was not a president. A man who barely went to work. He sat at his house every day and allowed the tourists and the Mangaves of this world to run the country, and they find themselves where they are. So you can't follow because the wrong thing was done. You can't follow it, and I
So
continue to support that the proper process should have been followed.
yeah,
So we
so
hope that we're waiting for the Supreme Court ruling, and our
okay.
hope is that it will not dampen the fight in the corruption or process that this government has started, which is a very notable cause.
Yes, so yes, the right thing should be done, but it should be done carefully, respecting the rule
Yes,
of law, which one
yes.
of the R's in the arrest, which stands for the rule of law. So yes, I try to lay my hands on the little write up here. Says that the chairman of the Joint Public Accounts and Audits Committee of the 55th Legislature has urged President Boaka to refrain from suspending government officials indicted by audit reports until the committee holds hearings on the audit reports as required by law. And he said he called for the respect for Article 3 of the 1986 Constitution, which emphasized coordination among the three branches of government and insisted that suspensions should be based on the findings from the committee's hearing. I mean,
You
just to
know,
support, yeah.
no, no. For me, I don't find it as a support, and I don't even want it to link to my argument that I'm making. We have these
Okay.
guys, all the money they are putting into themselves, they are deeply involved in the corruption. Did you hear John Muller's report that a lot of the legislators, even those in the leadership, from
But
from past
they write up
perspective,
it's saying the same thing you are saying. You said the president should do the right thing, and that's respecting the rule of law. So if you have issue with him, and with how the law this
no,
lawmaker or
no,
lawmakers go about, proceeding, well, we can talk. We can have another.
yes,
You
no,
can say that, but I mean, they support
yes.
what you are saying.
Yes, where I disagree, and I wanted to come up swiftly before I forgot, was this holding a hearing. It's all part of the delay and delay they have done. The matter
Okay.
is in court. When matters are in court, they call it sub judice, and nobody
Mm-hmm.
dare interfere. So they shouldn't bring the
Okay.
political stuff here. They should cut the money that they have, all the money they have appropriated for themselves in the national legislature. In the legislature, both the senators and the members of the House, they will know that they're speaking, but now they can't call some lazy or hearing here. We're not here for that. The matter is in court. Let the president go ahead. We are just saying he should, adhere to the rule of law. Period.
Okay, quickly, we got at least 10 minutes to go, and we're already having a wonderful time. Thanks again once again for coming on the show every time to share with us. So the issue of PUL, we'll talk about it lastly before, but you are I mean, following activities here, and last even yesterday we had a conversation you're talking about the EPS officers protesting, and also making some threatening statements. So as a I always consider you to be a diplomat. If a former diplomat is always a diplomat. So what do you have? What fish do you have to fry in this one?
Yeah, in fact, I earned that title, and I work for it, and I can represent it from the White House. It is
Okay.
not every diplomat who sits in a meeting that the president is having, your president is having at the White House, sitting in meetings in a State Department, sitting in meeting Congress, those things. And you're being
Okay.
someone who your president looks up to provide insights into your assignment, without necessarily going through the normal process that is established. So it's a privilege that I have. On the issue of what's happening in Liberia, I've always
Mm-hmm.
said that Mr. Weah represents a danger to our democracy. Weah. And he is being used. This guy, if they don't watch out, the same way people use
He's
him.
being used. Who is
Yes.
using him? He using people or people using him?
No, they're using him the same way he was president and barely went to work, and he abdicated his responsibilities to Samuel Toer, Nathaniel Magay, and these people ran the entire country down. And we in the crisis that we find ourselves in now, people are now telling him that he put thugs in the street to do these things. I have no doubt that he is being led, he is being, remotely controlled by these elements. But if he continues along this path, he will be sorry for that. And I tell you that legally, he will have to face the consequences through legal process, both in Liberia and here in the United States. We are not going to plunder our country, and all the officials around him were sanctioned. They gave him, a pass, at least so he lift his head up. Now he doesn't want to lead the presidency after the Liberian people threw him out, and he wanted to be running around making noise when they plundered the country. If we are, and from his first statement, the statement that we are issued the other day, he threatened the country directly, and our international partners are listening. Mr. Weah, let me tell you something. And then these SSS people, they go into the CDC or compound or headquarters, and the Jefferson Koji might likely be the next Chuck Taylor. This young man needs to be arrested somewhere, and locked up, and let our country move on. Mr. Weah allows himself to go along this path, he will regret it. He will not enjoy, his past presidency. They have defeated you. You move on. He better submit to the rule of law, and he should not go around threatening. He has no power. If he tries it, he will regret it bitterly. I told you about the sanctions, right? And they were there running around. These people, they are like chicken with our heads. I am telling you, if we are continuing along this path, he will regret it. He will end up in handcuffs somewhere, somehow. So, I am telling him not to quit it. Let the rule of law take its course. This is why we are calling on President Boaka to adhere to the rule of law. He should not allow himself or his government to be intimidated by these goons. We saw videos of some of these former executive protection officers going into radio stations where they brandish their arms, government issue arms, threatening the president, threatening officials of government. This is no longer a return to the Charles Taylor day or the days of the rule of the jungle where you have Jack Bullet thugs masquerading as some relevance. If you try it, we will end up in jail sooner than later. So he better submit to the rule of law. They plundered the country. He sat there and went to sleep. They used him. If they use him again, he will end up in handcuffs. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you got message too for those EPS officers.
Well, let the law take its course. Those that he arrested recently, let them prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. Those who are making threats, let the police go for them. Let the police go for them. Look, our country got to move forward. The criminal few will not hold our country forward, and they will not hold it hostage anymore. And I repeat, the criminal few, the gangsters, They're trying to use the likes of we are, this dimwit. If he continues it, he's going to fall in serious trouble. Joe, look, from his own statement that he read at his party headquarters, and they were chanting all the CDC ignorant slogans. Read our man's statement. He has already threatened the country, and we take note at the international level. I'm telling you, he is not going to get away with the plunder. So he better submit. Let his goons better submit to the rule of law.
All right. So lastly, yes, former PUL executive, and we are going to elections tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, provisional lists of members will be up, so people can go and do some verification. So, what's your advice? What do you have to say as a former leader of the President of Liberia?
Well, let me just say thank God that all of these are behind the scenes diplomacy. I always come to diplomacy. It is something done quietly. You don't go out making noise. Now that we've reached this watershed event where the membership go to elections, look at the leaders, those who are vying for leadership, and find the best among them who will represent the president, to move it forward. I can assure you, if the PEL follow in the wake of the elections and things go well, we are prepared to engage with some of our international partners on this side to let them know that, look, the organization, yes, it has some challenges, but they now have new leaders, and they're ready to move on. So could you please give them a consideration? No, of course, no. I will let me just say that the rules governing international grants and all of these things have changed. The world, a lot of things have changed. So we don't know what the requirements are, what the processes are, but we can look into that. Phone calls are away. These people are phone calls away. And we'll get some answer. We can help the new leadership. And I would like the new leadership. My founder taught on this that when the new leadership come in, those who were in leadership when President Sellee gave that $100,000 to the press union, those guys who took that money, who are responsible, there should be some investigation as to what happened to that money. And if some action needs to be taken, including suspension, it needs to be done. Well, $100,000, and the president state doesn't have a headquarters. And I tell you, before we left, we actually left a design house plan for a press union headquarters during the Isaac Bantu administration. We have put a plan together that even included, guest house, with rooms and, facilities where when foreign journalists came to the country, where they can come at little cost. Those were part of the plans. We turned over all of those things to those fellows, that took over from us. Whether those plans are still available, whether there were new plans, including the one where the president gave that $100,000 for us to begin the headquarters. Sarah's Barrio, and I may add, who was the press secretary and myself, we were involved. We're glad when this money business came about. Because Cyrus and I, colleagues and brothers, we worked together closely when I was at the Ministry of Information. So yes, somebody needs to talk about our money. We're talking about holding government officials accountable, all this noise press people making, and our own people took $100,000 and they can't account for it. I found it very troubling. And I think it needs to be
$100,000 is too much money. Too much money that could do something. Great things.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody needs to account for that. Or they need to provide so that it doesn't happen next time. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So you see, you are talking about you have a plan for the press union headquarters where when other journalists come, where they can have you have a guest house. This morning, I appear on Wologisi Money Parade in Vonchama, Lofa. And I was telling them, I said, my brother, you sitting over there, the day you decide to come to town, I mean, the press union should be a place where you can come. The headquarters should be a place where you can come and you get an information center, you sit, you do your work, you do research, and fully air conditioned, and it feel good. Where do
Yeah,
international journalists go do they go at the headquarters? Do we, feel proud hosting other journalists from other countries at the president of Liberia's current office? No. It's a
yeah.
sad one, and it's,
And I just wanted to add, when you talk about this hostel kind of accommodation, so that they will pay at lower cost, but the union can generate some money to maintain the place and those kind of things, so that you keep that spirit of camaraderie. Yeah, but then again, I said we submitted all of those things to them. And again, we left in place the grant agreement. And after we left, the press union leaders had vehicles, they had beautiful office, and they had this ground that went on for years and years and years. But after our international partners, as indicated earlier, some time ago, when they began to have challenges with respect to the conduct of things that were happening on the ground, eventually they decided to part way with the press union. This is how they discontinued their grant support to the union. And I told you earlier that we pleaded at some point and they extended it to some time. But then, they had to discontinue it because our people were not changing course.
okay. All right. Thanks so much. Thank you so kindly. Yes. Let's get your party comment in the next 1 minute. Thanks so much. We can take calls now. We're deeply into the agro segment, and we have a guest here already, Chief.
Okay. Yes, my parting comment is actually to the government. And I appreciate, I must applaud Minister Pierre. He has been prompt, he has been to the point in dealing with issues. They need to focus on supporting the Ministry of Information in terms of resources. Because these challenges, a lot of things happening, and you're not hearing anything. All these accusations going around, involving the Minister of State, especially with these vehicles. And I don't want to believe that. So that man, this man being in government, he one of the most capable ministers of state we ever had. Running, spending two governments now, and even from the Samuel Doe time, that man worked at the Ministry of State. He was, a diplomat abroad. Consummate civil servant. I don't think they would just get up and go right, Social Security, you give her vehicle, you give her money, or give her for us to buy it was he car without explanation. They need to come up with, reasonable explanation as to how these things are done, so that it doesn't continue to build into the narrative that everything that is going on is wrongdoing. Everything, because so now our silence can work against us. And it's just, I don't understand how to do it. And I will plead with them, do something with your
Okay.
communication. Support the Ministry of Information, support the executive management people, support LBS, and more so create an atmosphere where you would be more proactive in dealing with this and not just sit silently. It's my appeal to them. If not, it will happen to them. That will happen to Georgia people. And to conclude on this, the Georgia people, they were more contented with, on Facebook, yeah, they take one or two pictures, do one or two little write-up, they put it on Facebook, and it'll hide the government. They ran the government for those many years. I see that happening with some of our leaders now. The senators, the representatives, everybody won't go on Facebook. They're not focusing on the official government websites and government media entities that need to be empowered to strengthen the government information dissemination.
Okay.
They're making the same mistake, and they need to change course before it is too late. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, sir. Thanks for coming on, honoring our invitation. It was so wonderful having you on this time on State of the Nation. You in your coffee already?
Yes, I've been early up. In fact, when you communicated with me this morning, I think I told you I'm coming from the airport, around
Okay.
5 o'clock. Yeah, my
Okay.
wife, traveled, and, I had to drop her off to the airport, and,
Okay.
so it was very early. And so, yeah, but I think I just had a drink. I'm going outside now to water my garden. I take my cats out, let them take it around in the backyard and run with the birds, and then I put them in and go to work. Yeah, but
Okay.
I thank God for
All
everything.
right.
And thank you for the
Okay.
time so much with much appreciation. And say hi to Chris.
Okay. I do so. Thank you.
All right. Okay, bye.
Okay. Okay. All right. You're here with me. You never say goodbye. Someone tell me why.
My name is Philip Kumako. I'm in charge of mobile.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Orange Money.
Gabriel Williams, that's Gabriel Williams giving his view, his opinion. Yes, his opinion, right? His opinion. Oh yes, it's 34 minutes after 4 o'clock. It's 4 p.m. here in Liberia. This is State of the Nation, wherever you are catching us from. This is State of the Nation on Truth FM 96.1. In Dupero, Peaceville, also the nation's capital, Monrovia. Well, my name is Magdalene, and yes, we're glad to have with us in studio this afternoon or this evening hours. Joseph Gibson, he's a General Agriculture Action for, well, he's the ED for the General Agriculture Action for Disability. And he's one of our participants of the Just Any Agriculture Symposium. And yes, here is he. Chief, how you doing? Yeah, just put on this headset. Can you place it on you? If it will not have any health implication, you just put it on you. Or if it is too loud for you, you can adjust it from the side. Okay, all right. Yeah. Chief, how you doing? Okay. Yeah, so welcome to State of the Nation.
Thank you for hosting me on your program.
Okay, so tell us about your experience the last time we had you. You were one of our participants on the agriculture symposium.
Well, my experience at that symposium was very much interesting I really enjoy a lot because it taught us that agriculture will actually improve Liberia because many people who can even that serve as facilitator,
Mm-hmm.
they lecture us on the kind of tree crops they are growing, the kind of fishes they are developing. That some of them now they are in the area of 1,000 years or million years in Liberia. So we got interesting to know that we being from in the agricultural sector, we can also follow suit to do more.
Okay. Well, this part for the agro segment was captured in the oration. If you follow the Independence Day oration,
Mhm.
yes, and let me read a little portion of it so we can begin this discussion. She said, for example, because we import more than 80% of our food, including staple rice, of which, of course, we say rice is our staple, right?
Yes.
Preference for government contracts should be given to Liberian agri-businesses operating at scale. This will promote food security and keeping with the Liberians Feed Yourselves program. Yeah, so a project was just launched some part of last month at the ministerial complex. You heard about it, right?
Yes, I heard about it.
Did you attend?
No, I did not attend that program.
Okay, Feed Yourselves. It was from now to 2030. Yes, so it's a 6 year program. Well, they're going to use up to 780 million. Instead of be corrected, to implement or to ensure that we eat, we eat rice and other crops are produced. But here you are. So why are you here this afternoon? Why are you here this time?
Yes, I'm here this afternoon, especially to uh, carry this broadcast to speak to the president of our nation, the government, other international NGO and partners.
Take it small, small now.
Yeah,
Let's begin with the president. Why are you here to tell the
the
president?
president. My
Mhm.
my appeal to the president here is that the president we want him to do special thing for us, the farmers, especially the grassroots people. Right now, the finances and following the diplomatic means of getting clearance from EPA, from land authority for swamps that
Mhm.
have been abandoned. Most especially these swamps, you find mosquitoes, you find other harmful pests and other things keeping in these swamps. Before the independence of the country, some of these swamps have been in existence and there have been no use on these swamps. But 3 years ago, we appealed to EPA to even grant us some of these funds so that we could use it. The protocol have been tough. So this is why we have not been able to do anything. By now, we should have been part of what they are saying. So we want the president to actually look into it that these funds, he should be able to give it to Liberians who want to venture into rice farming.
But the way you're saying Liberians now is like other people are using it. Other people, let's say, let me put in quote, foreigners are using the swamps.
No, what I mean is farmers.
Okay,
He should,
farmer, local farmers.
yeah, he should give it to local farmers. I'm appealing for local farmers. I do not want to appeal for my own self alone. I also want to appeal on behalf of my friend because the sons are many. And as we look at it in Liberia, the farming that we're going to do, we're talking about producing rice. The swamp is the best area to produce rice. In the swamp, you produce rice 3 times a year. And the swamp you will have to stick to one area years after years. You don't have to look for another area. Then you have the means of practicing your organic farming there by using your restaurant and other things. So the swamps are very much important. This is why some are really in need of the swamp. But some of them to go through the protocol is very tough.
The
And
bureaucracy.
bureaucracy is
Okay,
tough.
so tell me, what have you been seeing people doing with swamps around that you're not feeling happy about?
People building houses, people doing so there's no way the swamp are not drained up. But for instance, the swamp, if they are drained up in the area will not have floor. You see, people building on the houses, they blocking all the ways, no drainages. We have mosquitoes, we have other things packing into the swamp, and these swamp are our terrace for agriculture, where we could do swamp rice, fish pond, and other production, even to grow corn during the dry season. So we actually want to use these swamps.
Building in the waterways as well. The last time before you came in, I was saying it. We went around, we inspected some, swamplands, and I mean, people building, they are comfortable doing it, and nobody. I mean, the EPA, their core function or not their responsibility to ensure that they monitor and supervise. Yes, monitor and they supervise, but they are not there to implement according to one of their top should I say top officials. But yeah, we are people are building in what they are building in the swamps. They are building in the swamps where we have local farmers around that can use this area when they are empowered to for we can be talking about feeding ourselves. I know we get all the papers and we're using the swamps for something else. Yeah, we're using the farm the swamp for something else. So tell me a little bit about your organization. We are actually running out of time. Your message is clear. The message here is that the president should ensure that since he got agriculture as his top priority, right?
Yes.
And former minister of agriculture, the people begging you. Yeah, the local farmers are begging you. Please give them the swamp instead, because people are building there. People are building all in the swamp. And it will cause a flooding all around the area. No, God is a very smart man. God, I mean, he's God. That's why he made those areas. What are you thinking? Those areas were meant for certain activities to be carried on there. But you say no, you close the one, you close the other one, and. But tell me about your organization, the General Agriculture Action for Disability.
Okay, the General Agriculture Action for Disability was established so that it could help the disabled to be able to sustain themselves through the process of farming. Because nowadays we find disabled all on the street, they are begging, they're looking for food. There's no means to sustain themselves. So and not only the disabled, you can find even the widows, you can find the single mothers. All these people are suffering. So we try to group them into this particular organization so that we will put together to work. Like the disabled now could do like skill production, such as soap fixing and tie and dye and other things. They can do that and sustain themselves. While those who are able could get down into the swamp to do swamp rice, fish pond, um, pigs, chickens, and other vegetables. In fact, in the swamp is where we can grow the best maize, because during the dry season, the place can be drained and it has little content of water. And you put corn there, you see how well it will grow. So that's the purpose for which we organize this group. But looking at it, when we appeal to EPA, we are suffering. We cannot get the place. And how can we start the work?
They want you to pay some money.
And even
who told you to pay some money?
It was through Wishing Tape. I wrote in directly. We ran after that letter. We went up and down, and still there was no yield.
But well, did you or are you informed that whether they have been selling swamplands to other local farmers?
I don't know actually, because we know that swamp is for government. This is why we made the appeal that they should allow us to use that area, most especially and something involving people with disability that they needed to sustain themselves. Where can they get money to be able to pay to run after you to go? Some of them can't even climb the step to go there to go run after the things. You see, so it becomes problem. Now the way it's looking, we just have to appeal to the president directly now so that he could pass it as an order declaring swamp not only for we the disabled but for other farmers, because other people are facing that problem. The swamp are there, people building horses, they say they own it. We can get rest in Liberia, and on the swamp that the only way will produce the best rice for Liberia. I tell you, if 90% of our swamp in Liberia is used, Liberia will export rice from the country. We'll feed ourselves and export rice. You see, the swamp we are appealing for now between the Dizway and Corway is a swamp that will be producing. We're talking about hundreds of thousands bags of rice.
How many acres?
Over 1,000 hectares. Yes, it's running from all the way Stockton Creek. You can pass between Dizway and Corway. You see the swamp pushing at Samoka all the way to Johnsonville.
So nothing going on there? It just empty. And how long it been like that? It just been vacant like that?
Independent likely been like that.
What? So you want to go and farm there, and you've been negotiating for how long?
Over 2 years.
To go and farm there? Yes. To produce food for Liberia?
Yes.
Okay. So let's take course. Your message is clear. Yeah, your message is clear, and I think I'm with you in this advocacy. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with all the farmers in this advocacy. I told you, I benefited from farming. Yeah, I benefited from farming during the war. Yes, my father is a very great farmer, and we everything, rice, fish, potato, greens, pepper, and everything. All we had to do was to buy salt of Vita. Don't even get salt said that problem. Yeah, I think at that time it was make it. Yeah, so that's why I'm interested. I'm so much interested because I know the importance in of farming and what it is doing in other countries, how it's contributing to the revenue generation of some countries, even right in Africa here. Right in Africa. Yes. Is generating a lot of money for other countries, so it can also do the same thing here. So 0777285961. We have Mr. Joseph Gibson. He's the executive director, right?
Yeah, national coordinator.
Oh, national coordinator.
Yeah.
So meaning is this organization decentralized?
Yeah, we had a branch in Cape Mount where we're doing cassava and other things now.
Oh, so you get plans to reach out in other areas?
Yeah. So yeah, we even in Pokpa we want to do rice the same.
Where they call Pokpa?
Pokpa is the same in Grand Cape Mount.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you going Lofa?
Yeah, if we get the support and we start.
When the president give you land, you go there.
Yeah,
he gave you land, not only land, but give you all the support.
Yeah, with decentralized. It is our intention to build as much fish farm as we can, because we want after this, when we receive our fund, we should be sustainable, self-sufficient.
Okay.
Yes.
That's awesome. Yes. 0777285961. We got a few more minutes to go. 0777285961. Farmers, where are you? Are you in support of Mr. Joseph Gibson saying government should give some lands to local farmers to carry on farming? If we must feed ourselves, let's maximize some lands across the country. Hello? Chief, just step away from the monitor now, please. Okay. Yeah, what you say, sir? Okay. Yes, sir. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's take more calls. Thanks so kindly for placing in your call. Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Why you making me scared for now? Why you making me scared for? Hmm. The mangrove? The mangrove? Yeah. Okay. I mean, your line is terrible, Chief. Yes, your line is so terrible. Hello? Yes, sir.
Good evening, Magdalene.
Yeah, Chief, how you doing? From Cape Mount?
Swampland in the country, the government has been for everything. Now carrying the picture alone.
What's her name again? What's her name?
I'm telling you, government
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, sir.
has been for everything. Now carrying the picture alone because government officials selling swampland to some private citizens. They have it now in Corridor. I am in Corridor as I speak to you.
Where? Where exactly?
Around the beach. If on the beach to go to Corridor, there's a swampland there. I see people, I see government put their stuff. But now the person around the fence.
Wow.
Government was it down with sit down office and call Australia in the job. When send office they don't want to move, they don't want to see to do their work.
Wow.
So they complain now the private citizen. They send them to private citizen, same government officials. So I became from the government now the private citizen alone, and the government is a bigger problem.
Okay, thanks for placing your call. Yes, we got a few more minutes to go. Let's take at least 2 more calls. 0777. Oh my God. 0777. Okay. Mrs. One. 2859 61 0777. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Yes. We take at least 2 more calls. We take at least 2 more calls and call it a day. Okay, so if no calls come in, okay, let me take the last one. Hello? Hey, ma'am, how you doing? Okay. The organization? Oh, okay. Okay. You will call it. Don't forget to call your number, yeah, when people won't be a part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, ma. What's her name again? Okay, ma Cynthia. So, shall be listening, yeah? Okay. All right. So, Mr. Joseph Gibson,
Yeah.
listen to the callers.
Yeah.
I'll give you at least 2 minutes to respond to them.
Okay. I think just what I was saying that what some people trying to concur with. Because you see, our swampland in this country is very useful for us, especially for agriculturalists. We need to lay them up. Let that cowway swamp, you see the road always falling over there because the swamp is not laid up. The water soak under the quota, and there's no way for the water to pass. You see, so all these things, if they only get all the swamp, we lay all the swamp and start making these kind of industrial farms, people will not go build on the swamps because they will not see your rice, they will not see your fish pond, then they go build houses there. People will find land to build houses. Then the swamp will be drained properly to serve us, and it will eliminate mosquito and more death in the town here. You see, all these swamps is mosquito packing inside that river full of mosquito. So we need to lay all this swamp. I'm actually appealing to the president, even the agriculture minister, and the EPA, land authority. Let them look into what I'm saying. It's on behalf of the Liberian and also on behalf of the arrest agenda, especially agriculture. To be successful in this country, we had to get used. You had to use the swamp so that we'll be able to produce rice.
Okay, yes, be able to produce rice, a very great way to earn it. So the agriculture minister as well I has an email. You just received an email from Mr. Joseph Gibson asking for swampland. Nuta, how you doing, Chief? Yes, thank you. Yeah, thanks to the Ministry of Agriculture for fully participating and contributing as well to the Just Ended Agriculture Symposium. We are grateful, we are gratified, and to all those who contributed towards the symposium, want to say thanks. And a very big one to Cheddar Construction Company as well. So yeah, it's it. Farmers are asking government to give them swamp lands. And what you talk about again? You say around call where to Dixville?
Yeah, Ranko way to this way.
Okay. So when the government get rid of you now, that who are going to benefit? How many persons stand to benefit from that area?
Many people stand to benefit. This one is vast. Even when you will use people
You
that
will get my own?
yeah, people that are really one of the things we're looking at for really the farming in this country is even when they rehabilitate these people that are taking drugs
Okay, they're
and
gonna go there and go where?
when they come from there, where will they go? The
Okay,
farmer will need them. So
okay.
when they become useful in the society, they will not go back to what they are doing.
Okay. All right, that's very, very awesome. Let's do this most often. I mean, it's an advocacy. We can continue it, and I'm very sure it's going to yield fruits.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Uh, okay, you're welcome always. All right.
Get the best of news, views, and entertainment on Truth FM 96.1. We follow each other all knowing you know. Got nowhere to go. I know what you do. Think with the man in the mirror. Asking you to change your way. And then if you wanna make a world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make a change. Get the best of news, views, and entertainment on Truth FM 96.1. It's not that I realize.
Broken heart, wash out dream. And not the place to be. That's alright, I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. When you want to make what? A better place. Yes, we got to go. It was wonderful being here up to 5 o'clock. It's 5 on the dot. Thanks to all of you for following wherever you are catching us from. So be that change, right? It's not about, you see the man in the video, he got book on it. I'm not about, meetings and speeches and everything. We yes, that's awesome. But we need action. We need implementation. We are too smart in this country. We got good laws and everything. Well, it's an open secret that when it comes to implementation, that's one of our biggest challenges. So the man in the mirror, I'm asking him to change his ways. It's starting with me and it ends with you. I'm pointing my one finger, my 4 fingers, and one is coming right back to me. So it was wonderful being here this the 6th of August. Well, don't sleep on me. I'm your Assistant Secretary General in waiting. I'm contesting in the President of Liberia upcoming elections on Team Julius Kanuba's team. the winning team. Yes, we started preparing our suits here now for inauguration. For inauguration? Yeah, for inauguration. On that note, we want to say goodbye and see you on tomorrow. It's going to be another wonderful, fascinating time on tomorrow. Those of you who couldn't come through your cause, we want to sincerely apologize to all of our viewers. We acknowledge you. We want to say thank you so kindly. On that note, we say good night. Have a wonderful time.